From News 19, I'm meteorologist Daniel Bonds. Here's the latest from the National Hurricane Center on Hurricane Rafael. Forecast to become a major hurricane as it does make landfall along the western part of Cuba. Currently has winds of 110 miles per hour, gust up to 130. As it does move into the Gulf of Mexico, the cone of uncertainty does widen out a whole lot, and it is forecast to weaken. Pretty good consensus here in the short term, but then as we do kind of look ahead towards the end of the work week and into the weekend, spaghetti models go all over the place. So you do have hurricane warnings in effect for parts of Cuba, do have tropical storm warnings in effect for parts of the Keys. Here's the tropical storm wind chances, obviously very, very high in this area here in purple. A little bit farther out, there is at least a chance for some tropical storm force winds for parts of the United States. But at this point, it looks like it's going to stay away from at least the continental United States. That is certainly good news there. Hurricane force winds obviously going to impact parts of Cuba and then the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and the wind radii, you can kind of see it here, does impact Cuba and then moves into the Gulf of Mexico as it does start to weaken just a touch. We're also watching this area. It's going to be moving towards the Bahamas. Hurricane Center gives out about a 30% chance of further development. So Rafael, Category 2 storm, expected to become a major hurricane. If and or when it does become a major hurricane, it'll be our 5th major hurricane of the season. On average, and we will expect this to happen again, that tropical activity should start to decrease. The official end of hurricane season is November 30th. Back here at home, temperatures have been pretty warm, especially last week and over the weekend. We were a little bit cooler on Sunday. Yesterday, we did manage to make it up to 80 degrees. Temperatures so far for the month of November have been above normal, and we did pick up 0.15 of an inch of rain yesterday. We'll add on to those rainfall totals. The record high for today is 82, record low is 23. See the record rainfall there. We do expect rain to develop across the Midlands as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. There we are at 9 o'clock, some heavy downpours potentially in the southern half of the Midlands and the Palmetto State. We'll also have to watch for that small possibility for some flash flooding. This is early Thursday morning, still heavy rain in the low country, still some rain for parts of the Midlands. As we get into the afternoon hours of Thursday, those rain chances should start to decrease, although as we head into Friday, there'll still be at least a small chance for some isolated shower activity. But at that point, it appears to be pretty light and isolated, and we may even get a little bit of sunshine before the day is done on Friday. Notice these rainfall totals. This is through Thursday morning. About a ½ inch in Columbia, Sumter, but a lot more towards Orangeburg. Even higher amounts along the low country, right along I-95 and down towards Hilton Head. At least the potential there for a lot more rainfall there. So we'll have to watch at least that potential for some isolated flash flooding for parts of the area. Could pick up about 4 to maybe 2 inches of rain. The greatest threat for flooding appears to be in the extreme western part of South Carolina. That's going to be late tonight and tomorrow. Flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock Thursday for Aiken County. So here's the European forecast model. Pretty good chance for rain tonight and tomorrow. Same thing for the American model, although the American model keeps at least stray opportunities for rain in the forecast over the next few days. Rain develops today, highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. Showers will be likely tonight, some heavy downpours. 74 degrees tomorrow, mid to upper 70s on Friday. Looks like mid 70s over the weekend, and Veterans Day, upper 70s. Forecast for Myrtle Beach looking good over the weekend. Charleston, partly to mostly cloudy, highs in the middle 70s. And in Greenville, upstate, maybe a little bit of rain Sunday, otherwise upper 60s on Saturday, low 60s on Sunday. 8 to 14 days out, November 13th through the 19th, warmer than normal conditions, and we do expect at least wetter than normal conditions for a sliver of South Carolina. As always, you can follow me on these social media apps. Have a great Wednesday.